95 of 65 deliveries. Christopher Henry Gayle rolling back the years over there in Australia. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, we're going to talk to you about a wild day of cricket party and fun that Chris Gayle and a couple of other players had over there in Australia. Plus, we're going to take a look at the Test coach, West Indies coach Phil Simmons. He was speaking after the second warm-up game. Man was basically saying, he's not happy. He's not happy with how things turned out. So I'm going to go through that, let you guys know exactly what he said. Also, just to let you know, in case you didn't catch it, there is a video up on the channel. I think it's going to be listed underneath live videos where I was speaking with Alec Arthanes. You guys can check that video out. Some good, some good information coming out. At least you'll be able to get to know him a little better. Some off the field things where his development is concerned. So you can just check out that video. All right, my peeps, down to the meat of the matter. So Christopher Henry Gayle, he actually entertained his fans over there in Australia. So I am taking a look at an article here that is giving us a breakdown of how it went. They say good time, not a long time. Chris Gayle said that he was there to have a good time and not to spend a long time. And the man basically turned up in a black Mercedes van. Pure excitement, my peeps. And he was able to grace the field, also playing in a little T20 game there, opening the innings and batting the entire 20 overs, scoring 95 of 65. Sprinting legend Usain Bolt was also there. And let me just go down into the article and let you guys hear exactly what they're saying. So they say the Victorian cricket fans were treated to the full Chris Gayle experience at a T20 exhibition game. They say that Chris Gayle, he was actually playing for the Endeavour Hills against the Queensland outfit, and they were able to put together some good entertainment for the people. Let's just put it that way. A couple of other former players were actually there. We had people like the Pakistan international player. Well, he's no longer playing at that level. Shoaib Malik, he was there. Dilshan was also there. So Chris Gayle, Shoaib Malik, and Dilshan, these three were some of the bigger name players that were actually there. And Chris Gayle definitely turned it up, my peeps. Especially when they had a rain interruption. They said that, I think it was a rain interruption, and the DJ started playing some music. Chris Gayle was right there in the mix of things, basically singing and dancing and letting the people know that, he's still the same universe boss that enjoys having fun. So this is how it went. He was actually left unbeaten on 95 of 65 deliveries with 8 sixes, right? So that is how Chris Gayle entertained the people out there in the middle in that little exhibition game there. So entertaining the fans off the field and also on the field. Shout out to Chris Gayle. Now, when he was asked how long he will be there, this is what he had to say, and I quote, it's good to be here. I am here for a good time, not a long time. I am just here for 2 games and then that's it. So apparently he's just going to be playing a couple of games there, and then he's going to be jetting off to somewhere else. And as I said, sprinting sensation Usain Bolt, he was also, the legend Usain Bolt was also there, and we know him to be somebody that fancies a lot of partying, so they had a wonderful time over there. Now the Popo, they are actually investigating a matter there, because apparently they actually charged a 35-year-old male that was there, who apparently swindled over $250,000 from a company that had ties to the event. So I'm not too sure how he got that. They say that the police actually charge a 35-year-old with 18 alleged theft and deception offenses in relation to a whopping $250,000 stolen from a company with ties to the event. So I'm not sure if this man was somebody that helped to put on the event that is attached to the company and swindled the money. We don't know. I can't speculate. The article did not say. Just letting you guys know that. So you know how the media is. That is their headline. Chris Gayle takes part in an event where 250,000 was swindled. You know how they tie it in, but you don't know over here. We will go and let you know exactly what happened. So the universe boss had nothing to do with that. Man was there partying and playing cricket, and it so happened that someone that was involved with that, that event there stole some cash. So yeah, and as you can see on the thumbnail, Chris Gayle there having fun partying, batting, and as I said, arriving in the luxurious Mercedes van there to show the people that he's still the universe boss. So big up yourself, Mr. Chris Gayle. All right, moving on to the next thing. So the West Indies played out to a draw in that second and final warm-up game, the day and night warm-up game against the Australia team, the Prime Minister 11. And I'm not going to say that we were outplayed because the game played out to a draw, but it's not like we didn't put in as much as how I would have expected. You understand? The first innings where Shanappa make over 119 runs, we only make 200 and something. So the other guys didn't do anything else. Second innings, we weren't able to chase down the total there. So Coach Phil Simmons isn't too happy, and this is what he had to say. Well, before I talk about Coach Phil Simmons, in my last video, I doubt I had mentioned that Joshua Da Silva. I told you guys that he made a half century, but I don't remember bigging up Joshua Da Silva for standing up and batting and playing out letting the game play out to a draw. You understand? If he wasn't there batting like that, then we probably would have lost the game. So shout out to Joshua. All right, so this is what Coach Phil Simmons had to say, and I quote: "I'm not happy with the results. We should have won it." Right? We have a few misplaced wickets in the middle while we were controlling the game. So that was a disappointment. But at the end of the day, the way how the guys fought, is always greatly encouraged. So coach is saying that, not happy, but the guys showed good fight. They showed good spirit. He went on to say the 2 games have been very good for us. Mind you, flattish wickets, but the bowlers got the overs in their legs and the batsmen got their time at the crease. So that was good for us, says Coach Phil Simmons. So coach identified that the wicket was flat. So hopefully we will get a wicket when we go into the first test match next couple of days that will be a little better. So big up to Coach Phil Simmons and his charges. Definitely looking forward to seeing how they will turn out in the first game. As per usual, I am going to be giving you my playing 11 that I would use. Definitely going to be giving you that probably tomorrow morning. And you guys will be able to give me your playing 11. Before we even finish the video, remember our usual Sunday evening live show. We will be live this evening at 6 p.m., right? And that is American time, so we can have our 1 hour talk, just to talk a little bit about the 2 warm-up games, the Super 50 tournament. We can probably touch on that if you want. We would have covered that already. And talk about the Football World Cup is going on. We are always open to talking about every sport, so you don't know, my peeps. And remember now, if you have not yet seen that Alec Arthanes video, it's up on the channel. You might not see it listed under the actual videos that I upload, but you will see it under where I would have uploaded, where the lives are displayed. So you can go ahead and take a look on that, my peeps. Zane, sports to the bone, keeping it informed. Remember, we link up later on, my peeps. Big up on yourself.